You've probably heard the same advice over and over. Get a six-pack. Buy an expensive car. Wear designer clothes. Be tall, be rich, be powerful. But here's the thing. If that were really the secret, then every wealthy man with a sports car would have the deepest, happiest relationships. And we both know that's not the case. So what's the real secret? What actually attracts women, not just for a first date, but in a way that makes her want to stay, to choose you over everyone else? The answer is not what you think. The importance of emotional connection. Let's start with this. Attraction is not just physical. Sure, looks and style might get someone's attention for a moment. But what keeps a woman interested, what makes her feel pulled towards you on a deeper level, is emotional connection. Think about it. Women are constantly surrounded by men who want something from them. Compliments, validation, attention. What sets you apart is when she feels that being around you is safe, exciting, and real. Emotional connection is built through two main things. Shared experiences. When you create moments together, laughing at something random, overcoming a small challenge, or even just enjoying the silence, you're building a story that's yours. Vulnerability. And no, that doesn't mean spilling your deepest traumas on the first date. Vulnerability is simply showing that you're human, that you're not trying to perform or impress 24/7. When a woman feels that you actually see her, not just her looks, and when you let her see a glimpse of you behind the mask, that's where the real attraction begins. Authenticity and confidence. Now, let's talk about the backbone of attraction, authenticity and confidence. You've probably seen guys who pretend to be someone they're not. They fake confidence, fake stories, even fake lifestyles just to impress women. But here's the harsh truth. Women can smell inauthenticity a mile away, and nothing kills attraction faster. Authenticity doesn't mean say whatever you want or overshare. It means being aligned with who you are. If you love books more than nightclubs, own it. If you'd rather spend a Sunday morning hiking than flexing at the gym, own it. Because when you stop performing and start being, you radiate confidence. And real confidence isn't loud. It's not arrogant. It's calm. It's the energy of someone who says, I know who I am and I don't need to prove it. Want to develop this confidence? Here are two powerful steps. 1. Get comfortable with rejection. The fear of rejection makes men act fake. Once you realize rejection doesn't define your worth, you'll start being more natural. 2. Do things that make you proud of yourself. Confidence grows from action. When you push your limits, whether it's fitness, career, or personal goals, you naturally project a stronger presence. Let me give you a few examples. The wrong approach. A guy tries to impress a woman by bragging about his car, his salary, his connections. At first, maybe she listens. But after a while, she feels nothing. Why? Because he's not showing himself. He's showing props. And props get boring. The right approach. Another guy meets her at the same party. Instead of flexing, he makes her laugh with a funny story about how he spilled coffee on himself earlier that day. He listens when she talks. He shares just enough about his dreams and struggles to feel human. Suddenly, she's leaning in. Why? Because he's authentic. He's confident in who he is, flaws and all. And he made her feel something. Another real-life example comes from relationships that last. Ask any woman who's been married for decades what she loved most about her husband, and she probably won't say his abs or his paycheck. She'll say, he made me feel understood. He made me feel alive. He made me feel safe. That's the power of emotional connection, authenticity, and confidence together. So here's the truth. Attracting women isn't about being the richest guy in the room or the one with the perfect jawline. It's about how you make her feel. Do you make her laugh? Do you make her feel seen and understood? Do you bring a sense of calm confidence instead of desperation? Because when you do, everything else, your looks, your status, your style, becomes secondary. The surprising truth is this. Women aren't drawn to perfection. They're drawn to connection. So stop trying to be what you think women want. Start being the most authentic, confident version of yourself. That's the secret. And it's not what you think.